Hey guys, Marcel Irnie here in my garage. I'm going to show you a little bit of the Nomar machine here. We got a Dunlop Q3 tire ready to go on this rim that's already mounted into the Nomar machine. Now, just to show you real quick, you got the dog blocks that you can loosen and attach it. So you pretty much take it out, put her into your dog blocks, put this one. I've already measured the wheel is the heaviest part of the wheel is right there. Lock her in, so it's locked in good. Take your tire. This rim has a direction going counterclockwise. So does this tire. The dot on the Dunlop is the lightest part of the tire. So I'm going to put that where the heaviest part of the rim is, which I already balanced the rim to figure that out. Usually it's at the tire stem. This time it's a little off the tire stem. I already used my Nomar lube. Thanks Neven for the little lube, whatever that thing is that helps put lube on. And first step is to get the top on. You just kind of slide her on like that. And just put her over the top, real easy. Next step is use a little lube. Make sure we got the lube along the bead here as well. Tires are dead cold. I'm not using any technique to warm them up. So this is a great tool from Nomar. It's called the mount demount bar. And so this is what I use to take the tire off, and this is what we use to put the tire on. Kind of put it into the drop center. We're going to just go across the bar here and we're going to push down into the stiff wall of the tire, and it gets hooks underneath the tire there. And so that's it. We take this guy and we're going to drop him down. He's going to become the leverage post with the mount demount bar. And then take my yellow thing. It's a great little tool. You kind of just fish it into the tire. There we go. And I'm going to pull them across to get the tire started. There we go. That's pretty good. Now we use our hip and I pull, and we're going to keep the tire into the drop center. That's important. That's what makes it easier. Oh, and the tire's twisting a bit. I want to keep that balance point correct, right? Keep him in the drop center. Want to come over here? See, we're at the end of it now and just kind of pops in, and that's it. Put this guy away. And now, so that's it, guys. You can just pull your yellow thing out. If he wants to come out, sometimes not. And I can check to make sure I got the dots in the correct spot. Right there. Lock her up. Other way. Unhook the tire. And that's it. So I'm going to put this tire valve back in and blow her up. Just tightening the tire valve. My little tool. Bring them over to the balancer area. Got my air compressor. And we're going to seat the bead. Some air pressure. Wait for it. That's it. Now we throw her in our Nomar balancer. You lock it in, little Allen. And then give it a slight push and figure out where the heavy spots are. I let the wheels spin twice, and the first time I made this white marks showing that's the heavy part. Of course you could mark the light side too, but whatever. And the second time it went literally like it spun, goes up, and then it teeter-totters back, and it's so obvious that this is a real heavy spot of the tire. So I'm going to take four weights here at half an ounce or whatever, and I'm going to tape it on the opposite just so I don't waste my weights. And then we give it a slight push again, and we'll see if it's going to come around and if this guy is going to like teeter-totter or it's going to just stop and not counter backwards. So there's the heavy part of the wheel. Here's the weights. Slowing down. What's going to happen? If it just stops, the wheel is close to balance, and then I can adjust from there. It looks like the weights are becoming the heavy spot. Okay, so now we're going to double check again. I might have too much weight on. Give it a little push that way. Yeah, too much weight. Looks like. But not too bad. I'll maybe move one of those weights because it's coming back a little bit. Okay, so 4 weights. Okay, here's the heavy part of the tire coming down again. The weight's up top. Okay, a little push. Long, tedious process for filming. There's the heavy part of the wheel is coming down, but it's not going to make it. And it just stops. Okay, there's a balanced wheel right there. So now I'm going to attach these weights permanently right here, and we're good to go. Let's move on to the rear tire now, Marianne. Let's just get a jump start on this. Let me grab my gloves. First step is figuring out your directions, of course. And this is the cush drive, which is on the left side of the bike, so the direction is like this. Move the valve stem. Oh, this one's in there good. There we go. Try to catch it as you do it. The air is out of the tire. We know the direction. What we do is we gotta break the bead, and so in the Nomar machine, you move the dog block to the bead breaker spot, and just rest on top. Grab the bead breaker. Now the technique is to make sure this thing is parallel and goes straight down. So you slide the tire to make sure that is straight, and then just put your weight into it, and there it goes. Broke the bead. The non-marring parts, so you can't scratch your rim. Again, make sure it's straight up and down. Break all parts of the tire. Flip the tire over. Break the other side. See, if you don't have it straight down, it can slide out on you. And that's why I always say make sure that it's straight down. Okay, so the bead is broken all the way around. You can just check it with your hand. It's nice and broken. So now we move the dog block back to its original position. We grab the rim. And we are going to slide by pushing down on it into the back dog block. There's the one. Put this guy out of the way. There's 2. So it's hooked in the back, guys. And now you get this guy in there. Okay, make sure it stays in. Then hook it, grab it, tighten up this guy. Holds the rim good. Make sure the bead's still pretty good. Still broken, right? Okay, what we do is we use the Nomar lube in the spray bottle all around the top, and then kind of make sure it gets into the drop center, because that's what needs to be slippery in the drop center. Alright, we take these guys, actually make life easier. You just drop them in and it holds the bead down. There's a nice little tool that Nomar came up with. See, it just holds it in the drop center. Real easy stuff. We take our mount, demount bar. Now next to this guy, it makes it easier for me. I can actually just slide it in there, and then I get underneath the tire, turn it 90 degrees, or 45, whatever, and slide it into position. Now I pull up and over, and you're not going to break any plastic tips because it's no non-marring machine. Remove these guys. And the third one. Okay, take this over, drop it into your drop center. It's going to be your leverage point. Now before I pushed, now I'm just pulling. I'm kind of just pushing, keep it in the drop center. Pretty easy. It's much easier coming off than on. Okay, next step. Move this guy out of the way. Now this is where it gets a little tricky and has a little strategy. What you're doing is you're putting it on the top lip of the rim. You want to step up here, look a little closer. It's on the top lip of the rim, but as I lift the tire up and bend it, it bends the tire. And then I'm able, with my fingers below, just to lift it onto the little, and then drop her down. And that's it. I lifted the tire with my hand, and it hooked onto the hooks of the mount demount bar. Bring this guy back over, drop it down. The tire will just fly off now. That's it. No scratches, no problems. Okay, next step is we're actually going to use their paste lube. We use the spray lube to remove, we use the paste lube to apply. And so I got this neat little thing to apply it that Evan gave me. And I want it in the drop center, not on the lip, but in the drop center. The lip is where the tire grabs traction. So the drop center is where you want it to be slippery. So we just go around and lube this guy up. So you can do it with your hands too, which might be easier. And the next step is we want to lube from, say, 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock on the back side of the rim. And so I'm just going to apply it to the top lip. That's where we push the tire on. Just on the top lip. And then we grab our new tire. Okay, so the direction of travel is this way. Now this tire does not have a dot. No dots. Oh, there's a dot right there. Only on the one side of the tire for some reason. Makes life more difficult. And to make this easier, I'm going to take my own marker and mark the spots so I can find it easier. The dot's right here. That's the dot spot. Okay, and now we're going to lube the tire. And you can use your finger or this, and just lube in the inside of the thing here. So if I get my finger, it might be a little easier. I'm lubing just the inside lip. Not the lip, but just the inside, like where it's going to slide on. You do that for top and bottom. Lube is your friend, of course, but just make sure you use it in the right spots, at the right time. And now, we're actually going to lube underneath the lip, because this is where you're going to put at the end on, the top, the last part's going to go on. Okay, that's it. Alright, so step one is, we got everything, we're just going to push the tire on. Should be pretty easy now that we got lube on it. I'm not even pushing hard. You just let it come to you. Let it come to you. See, I'm not forcing myself. Like I'm in sandals. Just drops on. If you try to push it really fast, you can get it on, but it's just not needed. Just take it slow. Okay. Next step is we're going to use the mount demount bar. And again, put the guy into the drop center. And just kind of drop him in. He's really easy to do. And then we grab our yellow thing. This is a little more, we put a little more muscle into this guy. Remember, we drag him around the tire as far as you can. Okay, because the farther you go, life easier it is before. Make sure this tire stays in position. We're going to push the tire into the drop center using my hip and pulling. Of course, we need this guy here though. Let's not forget, we need a pivot. hold the tire, drop it in the drop center. Walk around, pulling, keep your arms straight, just pull. Using your hip and pulling at the same time. That's it. Move the yellow guy. Alright, get out of there. He likes to hang out. Now make sure you can still move the tire, but the tire is on, that's it. Now let's put the tire valve back in. If you want to come over here, screw them back in. Nice firm, not too tight though. You're not using much leverage. And demount him from the machine. Go over. Sometimes it's a good idea to actually just kind of like seat the guy. A little swishing on there. So then the air doesn't leak as much when you first go. Make sure that it's lined up with a heavy spot on the tire. We're good to go. And inflate. Be patient. I don't know if there's enough air in this thing. No, that should be okay. I might have to turn the generator on, or the compressor on, but because we're not doing much pressure. This is the way you want to loop the drop center. That's why it's important as well, because it helps it slide out after. I get back to turn this guy. Oh.
Supposed to pop twice.
Yeah. I might have to turn the air conditioner on. No, there. It usually comes. You just gotta wait for it. And that's it. And we put it on the balancer and we're ready to go and do that tire too. Anyways, that's Marcel Irnie. World's best motorcycles and Dunlop tires going on some customers' actually ZX9R rims. Can you believe it? Thanks for watching.